George Romero says zombies can't run. He and his friends laid down the groundwork for all things flesh-eating zombie, living dead, walking dead, whatever you call them. For years the undead were slow creatures, but were as terrifying as anything can get. However, it's been modern films that have sparked the debate as to whether zombies could run or not. Here are a few reasons why zombies can't run. It's commonly known that after a person dies their blood settles and pools at the lowest point of the body. Zombies get up to walk, so it stands to reason the blood will settle at their feet. The feet and legs would fill up with fluid, having all that extra weight, so go fill your feet and legs full with sand and see if that doesn't slow you down. When you are bloated, do you get up and run around much? Imagine if an undead creature did run, they would fart with every step. Due to the decomposition of the dead's organs, enzymes eat up the body. And a byproduct is several awful gases. Running would stir up these gases, which in turn the zombie would explode like a beer can after a Stone Cold Steve Austin WrestleMania victory. Here is also why other famous undead creatures can't run. Dr. Frankenstein sewed and stapled together various body parts to create his monster. After a surgery where they used staples, what does the doctor tell you? To take it easy, as fresh staples and sewing can burst. That's the reason why the monster wouldn't be able to run. If he did, he'd fall apart. Due to films such as Blade, vampires like to run after you and engage in kung fu battles. However, this is not the case for true vampires. Vampires by nature are hunters, searching for the prey that will fill their need for blood. Stylized and systematic hunting is done with skill and patience. Hunters out there, do you go running after a deer? No, you get a gun and find a position. Usually in a tree stand. Snipers don't run after their target either. They find a position and use patience, waiting for the best shot. Vampires do the same for various reasons. For one, that instant presence would alert their prey. The more reaction time, the better chance the prey can defend itself or get away. Another reason is for the intimacy that vampires search for. Blood-sucking is more than just feeding, it's also a sexual experience. Vampires don't really want to just snatch up someone and pluck a straw into them like a kid's juice box. The kill is worth the stalking. The practice of mummification goes back over many cultures, each with various similarities and differences. One common practice was to strengthen the body with things such as wood, sand, tree sap, and mud. This was done in order to better preserve the structure of the body. The Egyptians would empty the head of the brain, then fill it with sap to keep the skull from caving in. Filaments such as pistacia tree resin and balsam sap was poured into the brain which then solidified, preventing the skull from collapsing. This tells us why mummies slumber around. So, first off, a mummy's head would be like carrying a bowling ball on your shoulders. So heavy that it would make keeping your balance almost impossible if they ran. The brain is a spongy feeling fat and really doesn't weigh that much. So, you now replace it with a heavy sap that even fills parts of the head that the brain doesn't. When a living person has just a little sinus pressure or water in your ears, it messes you up. Imagine rock-hard tree sap filled all in your head. Now you have to factor a mummy's legs are held in place by wood. Or stuffed with straw and or mud between the skin and the bone. They use this to keep the legs straight and to keep up the lively appearance of the deceased. So, there goes your knees and your ankle joints. Giving you the same running speed as Kid Forrest Gump with braces on his legs.